Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Survival Minecraft. And yeah, we are starting up here in the gold farm we made last time, and you'll thank me, I turned down the hostile mob sounds, so it's only a little bit loud with all these pigs screaming. But I've been AFK for a while, so why don't we go and check on how much stuff we have going on down here. The gold is probably empty because I have also been crafting it. Yeah, there's nothing here. So I've been crafting it and running this thing, and check it out. We have over 9 shulker boxes of blackstone already. We got some in here too, and the gravel should be the same. And down here, if we look at the nether quartz, we got a whole double chest, 2 whole double chests, and yeah, it's in the hopper somewhere. But yeah, we're getting stacked up. Now, for what I want to do today, this is the most important hobby. And we don't have that much. We only have 1 chest. Why do we need so much obby, you might ask? Well, today we're going to be making a farm for these ghast tears. Well, I should pick those up. I only have 3. Ghast tears, what are they good for, am I right? Well, I mean, you can use them for regen potions, which at this point I don't care that much about. But what I want to do is finish killing the ender dragon. I think I need to do it like, oh god, like 14 more times, somewhere around there. I want to kill the ender dragon a couple more times, and then we'll have the end completely free, and we can begin project clean up the end. Yeah, that's going to be a big one, but we'll have to get into that later. Well, that didn't really answer the question of why we need obby, huh? I mean, kind of it did, but not entirely. So what we're doing is building a ghast farm, and the way these farms work is these are the really cool ones that basically completely broke the nether in 1.16, I think is what it was, and basically made every single nether farm a portal-based farm, which made the nethers like kind of boring to build, because literally the best of any single one of these farms is to build a portal farm. We're going to be doing just one and just the ghast farm, because otherwise doing ghast is kind of annoying to do. So we're going to be doing that. And how do they work, you ask? Well, it's pretty simple. These are very easy to build. You just come here and you start building portals. There's a little bit more math involved that I have not done yet, because I need to figure out exactly where in the chunk these portals need to go, because there's a lot of weird math with portal linking, but I will do that later. But the way that these work is basically you'll end up building portals like this, except they'll be massive. They won't be 3 high like I've done here. On the inside they'll be 4 high, so that ghast can spawn inside of them. And basically the ghasts spawn either in the portal frames or on the blocks we place around the portal frames, and they'll clip in with the portal frame, and then they'll end up just immediately getting teleported over here. And there will be a killing chamber up here, and they will just die right away, right out here. Alrighty, I've got a bunch of my resources ready. We got just these obsidian we need for all the portals. And then this for the floor. We're going to do some polished basalt. Why don't I go ahead and get one of these layers in? I should have enough obby for that. And then I'll show you guys what's going on there. I might only go like 3 layers for this thing, because really, it doesn't need to be super crazy. I just need enough of those tiers so we can go fight the ender dragon. So I'm at least going to do 1 tier for now, and let's just get to doing that. Alright, there we go. Now all we got to do is run through here and light all the portals. Something that changed in 1.19, I think. That's when they changed the light rules, right? Anyways, when they changed the lighting rules for spawning, basically the way this farm used to work is when you light up these were all above 7, so that mobs would not spawn here, except for ghasts, which spawn at any light level. However, 1.19 changed that, and so now skeletons can spawn all the way up to light level 11. So these are light level 11, so stuff will spawn in here, unfortunately. So, ouch. So what we got to do is go through here and figure out where to put down torches so that we don't get any 11s like that. So, I don't know, maybe like something like, we have 2 there, so like, I don't know, something like that. But the point is, I'm going to have to go through and light this thing up a little bit, which is a little bit annoying, but I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet. So I will do that later. Why don't I go and show you how this works, though? I built up this whole tower all the way up here. And all that we need to do is see how good I am at flying. Oh, bad is the answer. I'm not too bad. So we get up here, and we'll put a torch just for safety. And we're going to be getting skeletons spawning here now, too, which is a bit annoying, but maybe we'll be able to see a ghast flash. Oh, there goes one. Yep, so they just spawned right there, and then they get immediately teleported through the portal. Perfect. That's exactly what's supposed to happen. And then once they go through the portal, basically, they will just end up on the other side and get suffocated and die. So why don't we go check and look over there and just see to make sure that this is working correctly and it's not making new portals somewhere and basically breaking this whole thing. That would be very bad. Alrighty, here is our floating kill chamber up here. It's kind of hard to see with the glass going through, but yeah, it's right up here, and I've had to take care of a couple skeletons because basically they're teleporting to the portal too, which isn't. But we got 8 here. Oh my god, we got 1. We only need like 60 more. That's so good. All right, well, let me figure out how to light that up so we're only getting ghast spawning, and then hopefully it'll be pretty quick to get like a stack of those tiers, and we'll be good to go. All right, it ain't pretty, but it is working. We got a bunch of these torches down. I need to do some. I'll probably put like inset lights in there and change the floor pattern, but it is working. There are ghast spawning if we sit here for long enough. Yep, there was one. We'll see them spawn and then they just get instantly teleported over. I have quite a bit of stuff prepared. I just need 4 more ghast tiers and then I can go make a bunch of end crystals. So there's probably enough there now that we got all those, so why don't I go craft those up and, yeah, get working on that dragon. Alright, we managed to take out the dragon, and now we have all 20 of the end portals activated. And I want to make a ring around here, so it's easy to land and go around here. And I was sort of trying to plan stuff out in creative, but I found something out that I did not know, which is really, really frustrating, actually. It's really annoying. Look at this end block. If you look over here, this is 96 and this is 0. So, yeah, this is the X, or sorry, this is the X over here. So this is at 0. But if we come over here, directly across to the other side, to this other portal, which is just exactly opposite, well, guess what? It's not exactly opposite. It's at -1. Mojang, why? Oh my god, this does actually annoy me probably more than it should, but now, honestly, I'm thinking if it's that bad, maybe I just put little platforms around them instead. So like I have over here, we just have some glass panes around. Maybe I just decorate each one of these to have stuff around, because honestly, that is so frustrating. So maybe I'll just go ahead and do that instead. Well, I went through and put glass on all of these like I said I would, and I got this little plus going. And that's probably enough for now, honestly. Some of these are denoted, like this one goes to the Shulker farm, and then this one over here, this one goes to our wither farm, and maybe if I had more wither skulls or something, maybe I'd put those on top instead, but I don't, so this is what we got. We can talk a little bit about Project End, or Clear the End, or whatever I said earlier, I don't remember, but we are not going to be getting to it today, for reasons that will become clear. So, something I've always wanted to do in Minecraft since seeing the end is just completely remove this end island. So you just have these obsidian pillars and you just have these end portals here. I think that would be in this obsidian platform. And then you have this sort of grand entrance coming up here, and then you go straight up then portal, and I think that would look so, so, so cool. Now, the problem with that, of course, is that this island is really, really big. This ring out here is 96 blocks away from that center point. Yeah, it's huge. And actually, I put all of this in a spreadsheet, and I did some stuff with world edit over in creative, and I figured out exactly how big this is. And this thing is 1,016,407 blocks big. That's a lot of endstone. Now, as you all know, endstone also is not insta-mineable. So here we go. We are going very slow mining it. But even if we had haste 2 on here, we go plop this in, we go haste 2. Why do you not shift click? Thank you. Even with haste 2, still not insta-mine. So it ends up taking, for an endstone, about half a second to mine it. So with having over 1 million endstone on this island, just the time mining this whole island out with pickaxes is going to take 141 hours. That's a lot of hours. It's hard to set up a world eater slime machine block thingamajig to come through and just TNT blast out this whole thing because obviously these pillars are here, which isn't that big of a deal because you can mine them all the way down if you want. But these bedrock things are here too, and so you'd have to fly either in between them right here, like we said, or you'd have to go under them. But if you go under them, you're pretty close to the ground here. So the TNT, like right here, this is definitely going to fly back up and destroy your machines. So that's not really feasible either. So I mean, unfortunately, like one of the best ways I can think of is just getting down to business and mining this whole thing out. Let me pick this up and take this with me, but yeah, we are not going to be starting that right now. I think I'm going to be doing that just in the meantime in the background if I don't know, need to think about something to do or just to kill a little bit of time. But yeah, it's going to take hours. I mean, just getting the picks alone. I did the math too, and with unbreaking 3 picks, diamond picks, I need roughly 163 of those, which is about 7 shulker boxes. So that's a lot of picks to get. Anyways, instead I thought we would finish this off. I think I said I wanted to do 3 layers, so 2 more layers on top of here. And I thought of something to do instead of these torches. It is, of course, going to be extremely expensive, but we can do it now, I do believe. So why don't I go ahead and show you really fast what we're going to do, because I initially tried to use these glowstone, and that did not work because glowstone are not spawnable. So even ghasts will not spawn on them. They're like glass, basically. So they prevent spawns completely. But what don't prevent spawns are these. Wrong. Respawn anchors do prevent spawning, but only when they are fully charged. Respawn anchors. And we got one back there where it's all lit up. And that's something cool about these that, well, I guess you probably know if you've ever used one, but these things actually light up. So if we put one in here and then we charge it with some glowstone, look, this is a 9 right now, then nothing because it's too low. Nothing, 10, and it lights it all the way up. Isn't that awesome? So we're going to be able to go through here like every other one of these, like this, I think will work. And then set them all up like this, and then we're going to have all of these. We're going to have portal frames on the wall and respawn anchors on the ground. It's going to look so cool when it's done. So I'm going to go ahead and bust that out. I'm going to need to craft so many of these respawn anchors, but let's get going. Well, there we have it. We got the whole thing all built, and it looks so cool from up here. To just see this pattern on the floor, and then all the respawn anchors looks so cool. But if we go ahead and fly down here, actually let's fly out this way a little bit and get a look from the side. Oh man, it looks so cool. And I don't think I mentioned it, but this portal, well, like I think I mentioned at the beginning, but these portal-based farms are like super standard for all the nether builds, but This tech specifically was talked about in a Nembon video, which will of course be linked in the description as always. But yeah, it'll talk about like the portal mechanics and how to figure out exactly where to build them and all that sort of stuff. But I think I'm probably gonna have to call it there. I have a lot of endstone to go start mining. Oh, why am I doing this to myself? But if you made it this far, I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.